Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to be going over my mains and averages as of like late March 2020. So yeah, so in this video, as I said, I'm going to be doing over my mains and averages. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, and quite frequently I get asked what my mains are, and I just thought I should make a video to refer people to it so they don't have to ask me. I don't mind answering, but I'm just saying this video could be easier. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to be going over all the WC events that I do. So I do 2 through 6, sometimes 7 by 7, OH, Swan, Skewb, Pyraminx, Clock, and then one-handed and FMC. So yeah, let's get into the first event. For 2x2, I'm using a Angstrom Volk 2M, and I also put MGC springs in it because I didn't think it was fast enough, and I like this feeling. It's a lot faster, and it's actually a little more controllable, which is something you wouldn't say from a cube being faster than the stock version. But yeah, so Angstrom Volk 2M with, yeah, this is the normal one, not the LM. I do have the LM, I just don't really like it very much. So yeah, and for 2x2, I sometimes practice event. When I don't practice, I average like 2.2. When I do practice, I average like high 1, low 2. So I'd say my global is maybe 2.1. For 3x3, I have 2 mains. They are the Angstrom Dan XS and the Volk Elite M. So this is a stock Volk Elite. I do have an Angstrom one, but it is, I don't really like it very much. It's a little dry, but it's still a pretty good cube. So for the XS, my settings are 3 for the tension, and then 3 for the little, spring compression. And for the Volk Elite, I have red on red. So for the XS, I like it because it's pretty fast, and I like the feeling at times. Same for the Volk, except for it's not too fast. It's more controllable. So I like to have a fast and controllable cube that I can switch up in between. So then I can get not a variety of times, but see which ones get me better times. I'd say as of right now, I think I use the Volk Elite just a little bit more, but if I were to go to a competition, I would just decide as a, like right then before the round. So for 3x3, I probably average, at this point, sub 7, maybe like 7.0, but if I do practice a lot, I definitely can get sub 7 times, so I'd probably say I'm like, if not sub 7, like the closest you can be, and yeah. That's for 3x3. And then for FMC, I use these 3 cubes, the Volk Elite Dan SS, and then the MGC Elite, which is actually really good. And then I have it on the strongest magnets, and I think 0 for the spring compression. I don't know, the stock one. So yeah, and then for FMC, I don't really practice it that much anymore. I practice it a lot. At my peak, I'd probably say I was like 39, but right now I'm probably 40 or 41 moves. But yeah. I do still enjoy this event, I just don't really practice it anymore. Yeah, that's for 3x3 and FMC. For 4x4, my main is the Huuuge WRM, thanks to Moyu for this cube back into September, I think. Oh yeah, thanks to thecubicle for like most of these cubes. So this is the Huuuge WRM. I do have a GTS 2M, I just think I like this one more because my GTS 2 is kind of dead, and this is pretty nice. It's not the best 4x4 I've tried, but it's not that bad. It just locks up a lot, but that's something I can fix, like tensioning. But for 4x4, I probably average 34, 35. I do practice the event a decent amount, not as much as like some of the other events, but I definitely don't not practice it, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is LCWRM, and I average around 34, 35. For 5x5, I'm using the Volk 5M. This is a really good cube. I think this is probably my second oldest main at this point. I'm thinking about getting an Huuuge WRM or MGC 5x5, but we'll just see, because I'm pretty content with this, although it isn't as great as I would like it to be. It's a little slow and uncontrollable for some reason, but yeah, I still did decent times. And for 5x5, this event I used to practice a lot, but now I don't practice as much, same with FMC. At my peak, I was probably sub 110, but now I'm probably 111 or 112. So yeah, that's 5x5. For 6x6, I have this MGC 6x6. This is honestly the best 6x6. I think everybody agrees. I think the shadow is just a little too outdated at this point, and the MGC is just better. And then for 6x6, I average probably 235 or so. I actually got my PB mean today of 226, which is really unexpected. First 3 solves in like a week, and yeah. So yeah, 6x6, and I probably average definitely sub 240, maybe sub 235, but I would say sub 240 at the least. For 7x7, this is definitely the event that I practiced the least, just because 1, I'm not very good at it, and 2, I don't find that much joy when solving it. So this is the Spark Jam. I think everybody uses this because it's the best. As I said, I don't really practice this. I'll maybe do like a solve or 2 a week, just because how like slow I am. And I don't really, since it takes a while, I don't really find much, like, I don't really enjoy solving it. So that's why I don't really practice that much. But I'll probably start practicing eventually, because I need to get better at it for SOR. So the Spark Jam, and I probably average like sub 6. I don't know, I really don't practice, but I would say sub 6 minutes. For one-handed, I am using the Diantanian. So this is really good. I don't have the other springs in here. I only have the stock ones because I think it's perfect for me. And yeah, I've been using this Skewb for OH since, I think since May. So it's a longer main than the Valk 5. But this is like really good. Like, it's pretty good for it's really good for OH for me, just because of how light and fast it is. And the magnets aren't that strong, so the magnets are super light, and the magnets are very strong, so it doesn't hinder my turning. And for OH, I probably average high 13 or low 14. Yeah. For Square One, this is one of the events that I practice the most because it's one of my favorite events. And for Square One, I'm using the Volt V2M stock. I think I'm getting an Angstrom and Pro Shop one soon, but who knows. So this is a pretty dead cube. Mine is okay. I definitely felt better stock ones, but it's definitely not the worst one I've tried. And for Square One, I practice it a lot, so I'd probably say I average low 10 to mid 10. I do know some CSP. I know full star and half of square, but I think I'm gonna wait till I get sub 10 to start learning more CSP, because it's definitely possible to get sub 10 without CSP. So yeah, Square One, and I average low 10. For Skewb, I'm using the Aoyan. Actually, this is my oldest main. I've been using not this specific Aoyan, but Aoyan since early 2019. And because Aoyan is just the best Skewb. Mine is not too great right now. I think some of the magnets have fallen out from like the centers, but that's okay. Like, you can't really, I mean, you can tell, but it's fine. It doesn't like hinder my, because this side is like, you can't even tell on this side. You can, yeah, but it doesn't hinder my turning. I'm fine with like, it doesn't really matter. And for Skewb, this is actually one of the events, like, this used to be my favorite event like a while ago, but I actually just stopped practicing because, I don't know, I just didn't really find that much, I didn't really find it fun anymore, but I still practice it here and there. I'll probably do like maybe an average of 12 a day or something, but I don't practice as much as the other events, but I'd say I still average around 3.5. For Pyraminx, I'm using the Mr. M with the snake logo from the Australia logos. And for this Mr. M, this is probably my second, it's like one of my newest mains that I got in like February. And it's really good. My tensions are a little loose, but it doesn't, I don't really get too many lockups, and I'm just not bothered. I'm too lazy to like retension it and like take off the tips. And for Pyraminx, this is actually, I actually practice this event more than I practice Skewb, just because, I don't know, I find it a little more fun. And for Pyraminx, I average probably almost sub 4, probably like 4.1. For Megaminx, I have 2 mains. They're the exact same cube. They're both Galaxy V2 LMs. This one was originally Pro Shop, and I've had it since like April, and this one is stock. So for the Pro Shop one, I've been using it since April, and it's a good cube. It's way more broken in, as you can like hear the sound difference. Well, not that side, but like that side versus like, it's way more broken in, but it's kind of dying because I've been using it for almost a year. But it's not completely dead yet. So I still did like decent times. I don't know what I'm doing. I still did decent times. But then again, I don't really practice Megaminx that much. And then for the other one, it's just the stock V2M. So I like this one because it's more new and it's like crispier, and it just feels like a new cube. It just feels super like crispy and good. But if I were to compete, I'd probably use this one just because I'm more used to it. But I'll probably have to solve on this one. So I don't really practice that much. So I should probably start practicing on this one. So then 1, I get faster, and 2, I break this in more. So for Megaminx, when I don't practice, like right now, I average like 105. But when I do practice, I'd probably say I average 58 or 59. And last but probably not least, which is pretty surprising, is clock. I am using a Lingao N from the Corner Cutter podcast. It's actually a really good clock. First magnetic clock. And I had a clock a while ago, but it was non-magnetic, and then it broke. So I haven't actually had a working clock for like 2 months. So I was way out of practice. And then I got this thing 2 days ago. And since then, I went from like a 15 average to 11.8 average of 100. So yeah, surprisingly, clock's like been one of the events I'm practicing the most. I know that sounds pretty stupid, but clock's actually kind of fun. And I've dropped from around 15-second global to a low 12, high 11 global. And I actually got my first sub 10 average of 5 yesterday, 9.48. And I also have a 975. So yeah, clock's actually really fun. I've been improving a lot. So yeah. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to buy any of these cubes, I'll leave links to the description in the description. Except for this one, I'll leave a link to the Ancient Temporis clock. So yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.